Okay, hey, it is, what is today? It is, Wednesday, October 18th. I am going to start cutting beans today, it looks like. I'm taking the locks off of the header here to put it in the float position. When we are cutting wheat, we don't need the header to float and flex, so we put locks on it to hold it up. But when we are cutting soybeans, we do need the header to ride on the ground and to flex, so we will take these locks out of here. It's just a bolt and a washer that hold it up. So there are 7 of these on this header, 18-foot header, and I've got 1 more to go. Well, it is almost 12 o'clock. We did have a heavy dew this morning. We were under a frost advisory last night. It is the first one for us for the season, but we did not get any frost. Low temperature about 44 degrees this morning. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit here, so I think in the next hour we will be ready to go. I've got everything else done on the combine. Just a few minor adjustments once we get in the field, and everything should be ready to roll, so we'll see. There's always a chance for something to go wrong, especially on the first day cutting, so stay tuned. We'll see what we can show you. drone that I'm playing with. So I started out with my drone, flying it around, trying to get some footage. And man, I was looking at my screen and I had some great footage, I thought, until I realized I had not hit the record button. But some of the best footage I thought I was going to have, and damn it, I did not hit the record button. But you know, I'll keep playing with it and I'll eventually learn how to use the drone. I did get some footage though, just not the good stuff. So I've got the batteries recharged and we'll see if we can get some more of the good stuff. So we are here at the home farm. Not sure if you can see it, but here on the end of the field, Jeffrey and my father are loading firewood. Now, my father does not burn wood. He used to burn wood when we had a stripping house. And for those that are not familiar with the term are going to think, what the hell is a stripping house? That's back in the days when we raised tobacco, and all winter long we had to strip tobacco, and so we had a small shed that we stripped tobacco in with a wood stove. That was always called the stripping house. It had a wood stove. But anyhow, back to the firewood here. So my father, being the neighborly person that he is, has chopped and split all this firewood. Now he's 80, I guess he's 81 years old this year. So he had this pile of firewood on the creek, and it's time to take it to the neighbors apparently. So he got the bright idea to use the tractor and loader to load the firewood on the trailer that he borrowed from another neighbor, actually his brother. I thought it was a bad idea at first. He's just at the age I don't like him getting on equipment, so I try to keep him off of it. So I put the loader on the tractor for him and I loaded the first load. Surprisingly, it did okay and it worked. So when Jeffrey got here and I got on the combine, I just told Jeffrey that when he came back, for him to jump on the tractor and load that firewood for my father, because I just don't want him tearing up something. Eyesight is poor, judgment is not that great. At 81 years old, he's still getting around and driving and doing okay, but there's just some things I don't want him doing. And one of those things is running the newest tractor on the farm. So they're cleaning that pile up. I think that is the third trailer load of firewood that they have taken out. Looks like it may be another half a load there. So they're just about done with that. And these soybeans are surprising me. You can see there behind me, the window is just about covered. So that means we've got almost 150 bushels in the tank. And this field here is only 2 acres, so it looks like, now this is always the best field. This 2 acre field always out yields everything else, it seems like. But this is 70 bushel beans, and this really surprised me, because as I was checking them through the summer into the fall, there were a lot of empty pods. I was happy with the stand, but just a lot of empty pods. So I am quite pleased that these have yielded this good. I have talked to a neighbor who has cut some, and I think he was saying the same thing, 70 bushel soybeans. So in our area on this type of ground that we're working, that's pretty damn good, so no complaints here. Not at the moment anyway, but hey, I'm a farmer. I'm going to find something to complain about. So stay tuned here. We'll see what kind of footage we can get, whether it's with the GoPro, the iPhone, or the Mavic Pro. That is a pretty cool drone, by the way. I'll be telling you more about that later, I'm sure, in another video. So sit back and let's see what kind of footage I can get for you today. Yep, that's the first day down of cutting soybeans. So we've got everything adjusted good. We finished the home farm here, 10-acre field there, and the 2-acre field here. So on the 2-acre field, we averaged 70 bushels to the acre, and on the 10-acre field, we averaged 60 bushels to the acre. So I am very pleased with these beans. No problems with the combine, although the beans aren't really the driest. They're running about 15%. There's still some green vines, and so it is dragging up a little bit on the header. You'll see a few piles of stuff out here where it drug up on me, just because the ground is wet, and as I said, the stems are still a little green, so they're just not feeding into the combine like they should. But we've got everything adjusted, and we're ready to roll. So we'll move to the next farm tomorrow and get into the swing of things here and get these soybeans out. It looks like we've got about 4 days of good weather before the next chance of rain. I'm going to take the blower out and blow the combine off right now, and then I'm out of here. All right, see ya.